There's this thing that happens in my local church where I worship. When there is going to be a child dedication, the parent of the child must send the name of the child ahead, maybe a day or 2 days before. And if you're giving the child a traditional or native name, you will have to write the meaning of that name. Now, the whole essence of that is to be sure that you are not naming your child after one date in your village. And you're not giving the child a name that does not have value, does not have deep calling, does not have purpose in life. You're not going to name your child Jabez, just like Jabez's mother did. As simple as this look, it's so important. And that goes a long way to tell us that name is very, very important. The name that you call yourself, the name you call your children, and also the name that you give to your business. Now, a lot of people want to choose a name for their money lending business, and they're choosing a name based on vibes, based on trends, based on maybe what they see somewhere and all of that. No, there's a lot of things you need to put into consideration when you want to choose a name for your money lending business or finance company. You have to put things like, do I want to go global, or is just a side hustle? Do I want to build a household name? Am I giving this name based on my location, or I'm giving it beyond my location? And most importantly, is this name legally compliant? Imagine that you go to register a name with CSC that is already trademarked. I'm sure we must have all heard the fastest cake issue that happened in 2025, right? So you need to not just sit down and create a name. You need to do research, you need to do findings, you need to be absolutely sure that your name is not contravening somebody else's trademark name or too similar to somebody else's name. You also need to understand that there are certain names that you cannot use legally. There are some names that are restricted by law, and there are some names that are absolutely prohibited. No matter who you are not allowed to register that name. So when you are choosing a name for your money lending business, or even for your loan product or for your loan app, it's very, very important that you choose a name that has future. Then also choose a name that is legally compliant. Ensure that you do your search properly and choose the right name, so that you will not spend money, build a particular finance brand. At the end of the day, you end up with a lawsuit, and somebody comes up to say, oh, that name is already trademarked, oh, that name is already in the market, oh, that name is already registered. And it's a whole lot to invest into building a particular brand, and then you start all over again. So these are legal foundations, and these are legal things that you consider before you even start to scale your money lending business. You don't start before you consider them. You don't scale before you consider them. You consider them and put them in the right perspective before you start. I will see you in my next video. Remember, the goal is to do what? Stay proactive, productive, and profitable.